Hey. Good evening. Happy Saturday night, folks. This is Jeff from This Week with JTT. I'm trying to think, should I try to do a monologue? Yeah, I probably suck at it, but I'll give it a shot anyway. This has been a very interesting week. I'm doing okay. I'm doing fine at work. It's like I have a personal saying that goes like this. Whoop, pardon me. That was a first time I burp like that live. Anyway, um, I got a saying that goes like this, and I hope you folks keep this in mind. A day without drama, without serious drama, is a good day indeed. In other words, if you can go for one day without any serious problems, whether it's serious drama, then it's a good day. I really make sure, like, some people's like, that's dull. No, trust me. A day without drama is a good thing. Why do you want to go through a day being stressed about anything? It sucks. You don't want to be all uptight, stressed all the time. It's very bad for your blood pressure and all that stuff. So if you can go one day without anything stressful, you're doing something right. That's great. You're blessed. To go one day without any serious headaches or struggles, you're blessed. You also got to keep this in mind, though. You always have to, in some ways, you got to expect the worst, hope for the best, and pray to God that you got to make it through with His help. Keep that in mind, too. Let me put one else I can think of, though. This has been a very strange week. The more I look at the world, the more I go on like, Jesus, when are you coming? I ready know you coming, straighten things out, because this world's going crazy, to say the least. Today's celebrity these days, they try to become the new royals. What I mean by that, they say, well, because I'm rich and famous, I want you to do what I say. I want you to vote for this politician because he's what's best for us. Even though I have way more money than you, I have more rights than you, I can do things you people can't. Yeah, sure, right. Why do you think California's in the mess that it's in right now? Oh, trust me, don't get me started with California. The things going to California I'm surprised it wasn't a mass exodus from California, but I'll get to that in due time. I promise you that. See, what's going to add to my monologue? Long story short, I'm glad that I don't live in big cities. I'm glad I have this attitude that, like, I'm better than other people. Stay humble. Always stay humble. Because if you don't stay humble, God will find a way to humble you one way or the other. You'd be surprised. Other than that, though, like, the more I see how people act and carry themselves and all that, you'd be surprised why they're in the position they're in. But enough of that. I got my notes here. Yeah, I try to make a habit, try to do a review of the things that happened past week. And do a quick review. Like, as far as these live streams, like a review and stuff, I upload it during the course of the week. And I go into pretty much give a quick review and summary of it. Start with the first one. It's going on a week. The series is going like about a week that Friends legend Matthew Perry passes away at the age of 54. I think I should see rest of the details. I thought he drowned in his LA home, which kind of shocked me though. This guy is a legend. He was on the award-winning show Friends with other cast members. A lot of big name stars come and went through the show. And a few shows that hit, they get paid. Each star gets paid like $1 million per episode. That kind of adds up after a while. That's a big deal. And he was going through a lot. He went through a lot of substance abuse problems. I think he was clean and sober at the time. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not making any speculations, but it's sad that a person that's a much great, famous Matthew Perry passed away at age 54. It's sad. That's just one. What else? Oh, here we go. Ladies, I hate me again. I know it's not unusual. It's like somewhere most of your modern day women, especially some of you black women, got pictures of me throwing darts, knives, probably axes. Who knows? Because the next few things I'm gonna say, you're gonna feel justified. This is what I call the delusional world of Western modern women, especially black women. Here's what I find is funny though. Because some for a reason I would go to every social media, maybe TikTok, Instagram, especially Facebook, of course YouTube, and they trash talk, especially black men. I mean, like, you think white men, Hispanic catch the black men. The black men, which is us, we catch the worst. We catch the worst from these women. They say, for example, they don't want us, they don't need us, don't talk to us, don't walk to us, don't even think about looking our direction. In other words, they discard us like yesterday's garbage. And you know what happens? We listen, you know. And here's the problem though. There are some good traditional black women who would be great traditional wives for us. But because and here's a mistake some of these traditional women do. They be friends with these modern women. If a regular guy who's trying to find a good traditional wife and he finds a traditional woman, but she's friends with a modern woman, make the guy pause like time out. How much influence does that modern woman have on that woman? Do we have the greatest values and all that stuff? Of course, she's with this modern woman who may be promiscuous with a very questionable past. How do you know how influence to rub off on her? That gave at least this man, young men, reason to pause. I'm not saying this traditional woman is bad, but this young woman who's traditional got to beware of the company she keeps. Just like a good, decent traditional man, he got to be careful of the company he keeps as well. You know, I try to keep it balance. He can't be like, say, he's a good traditional God-fearing man, and he's with a bunch of guys who know to be thugs and hoodlums with very messed up reputations. It goes both ways, the same. Now going back to here, the point is, like, say, we get discarded, us black men get discarded from, like I said, black women. And for some very reason, the moment we get discarded and they pretty much ignore us, another group take interest. It may be Asian women, Caucasian women, Hispanic women, maybe other black women from other continents of Africa. And the moment they look at us with great interest, like, you know what, I see a lot of potential in you, I see a lot of promise in you, these modern women, especially black women, will lose their minds. Then you hear them go on like, oh, they're taking our men. They're taking our men. You didn't want us in the first place, so why do you care? It's like you froze away like garbage. The moment somebody's going to pick us up and realize our potential, you're going crazy. Make it make sense, you know? And it's sad, but not all black women like that. So ladies, if you want to be the one to be picked by that one man who will make you his wife, here's the trick. Don't be like the other women. If a majority of these modern women want to call themselves sleeping around with about 24 guys, be like the town bicycle, don't follow their lead. If you see these women try and be boss babes, disagreeable, ready to fight, ready to be difficult to deal with, don't be like them. I think some of the Bible said, like, you know, make yourself different from the pack. Make yourself a true individual. Make yourself different, unique to where, like, your future husband got to take notes and say, like, you know what, she's not all the others. She's not the least. And the trick is, don't fake it. Don't fake it, live it. If you can live it and keep it real and all that, the man who's going to marry you will see that. The moment you break away from the pack, that man's going to see that and pick you to be his wife. See. If any fans of Jada out there, I think you should like click off, go someplace else, because you're not gonna like what I'm gonna tell you next. And this here, Jada's book, Worthy, is flopping. You know, as though people think it's gonna be this great bestseller. Like, then again, there have been bestsellers who are very controversial, questionable, and all that. But in terms of Jada's book, Worthy, if it hits the top 10, I'd be surprised. Reason saying because she could play all of the I'm in an unhappy relationship. This relationship's not so good and all that stuff. I'm thinking like, plus two, you crapping on Will Smith on that every so often. And I'm sorry. Any man who really, really, really knows his worth, well, it's like, you know what? Two choices. Go to a marriage counselor, maybe separate, together, and all what have you not, and we don't stop until we get resolved, or get ready to say divorce. You know that. Will Smith's not going to give up. They both said divorce is not an option. Okay, instead of having a 7-year separation, how about intensive counseling for both that benefits both? Not benefit just Jada, but Will Smith himself. But that's just me. What else? Yeah, earlier, I think it was last week, Jada revealed, I think, on an NBC interview, I think her name was Huda, I think. She revealed saying that her and Will Smith had not been together for 7 years, which explains a lot of things. The only complaint I have when it comes to red table talk is this entanglement between Jada and August Alsina should never be brought up and all that. Rumor has it that August claimed that Will Smith gave August the green light to have his way with his wife and all that. Jada should have left that alone and kept quiet about it. But guess what? Brought up the red table talk. Now, would not be surprised if being a book worthy. Would not be surprised. But still, they're still trying to deal with it. But it's sad. They're a very bad example of how marriages could work between Will and Jada. Oh, yeah. This is going to make you cringe. This is like a cringe-worthy thing that maybe going like, what's wrong with this world? This is why I say Jesus need to come back quick because things getting really horrendous. It's kind of funny, but the mainstream media, they will praise this controversial show called Cuties. You got these little girls, like really young, like 5, 6, 7, 8, who twerk and shake around. They act like mini exotic dancers. They're kids. They're kids. I've been doing it from around the world, but they're kids. And parents are okay with it. I think ultimately the show has been taken off the air, thank God. Because all you're doing is ringing a dinner bell for these pedophiles around the world. That's disturbing to me. But for some other reasons, they have very little problem criticizing and putting down movie The Sound of Freedom. You know the movie about the one agent who went above and beyond to rescue children from human trafficking. But yet they think it's well. And by the way, Sound of Freedom, I forgot what streaming service they're on. In terms of box office numbers, they did better than the big boys. And the funny thing is, they start off with a budget of about $14 million, and it took them 5 years for the movie to be shown. So I imagine they went through 5 years of red tape. They had the movie, shown, which blew my mind. It made me kind of wonder who's protecting who in that sense. What else? This one here, is like I said, this stuff I'm reading here, I got to add on the hyperlinks. This is called a caracal. It looks like a bobcat. Well, I call it a devil cat with the tough ears and all that. Instead of meowing, it hisses. And those fangs look like it would drain your soul, among other things. Yeah. Guy feeding the devil cat. He's teasing. It's like, why would you tease the devil's cat? That's horrible. What's wrong with you? Oh, yeah. This is a video I made especially for Halloween. It's called the 8-Legged Demon Special. If you don't know what an 8-Legged Demon Special is, and it's Halloween, then you have a problem. So you want that problem resolved, look that up. Like I said, I got provide the hyperlinks after the live stream is over so you know what I'm talking about. But trust me, I did not enjoy that. In fact, one of the few views I really, really, really hated. And it's a miracle if I could sleep because normally when I see stuff that is long enough, I would have a hard time sleeping. It's that bad, for me at least. There's some people who love these little demons. Can't help. Okay, what else? Oh, now I can feel better and laugh now. South Park versus woke Hollywood. Oh, trust me. Ever since the situation with Rachel Zegler and the woke version of Snow White, and they made a lot of change. I tried to give you an update what's going on with that. And first, I thought the woke version coming next year. Now, rumor has it be pushed back to 2025. Gotta look at that one here. Meanwhile, the Daily Wires will have their version, the accurate version of Snow White. It's gonna come up definitely next year. But suppose to try the Disney version, the one with Richard Zegler. It's gonna do the old version, like dropping, trailers, try to talk down on the Daily Wires Snow White, which I find pretty funny though. And the reason why Disney is still butthurt about it because the Daily Wire dropped the trailer about Snow White and the Evil Queen on the 100th birthday of Snow White. And I'm thinking, I think it was Snow White on Disney or something like that. Either way, they dropped it, I think, the 100th birthday. I think it was Disney. I was probably dropped it on the 100th birthday of Disney, and the timing was perfect. And Disney executives were really, really hurt about that. They really got butthurt about it. Now they try to do everything they can to discredit the Snow White from the Daily Wire. I saw the trailer myself, and that small snippet tells me enough. Brad Cooper's gonna play Snow White, and the scenery alone, that little snippet tells me a lot. They're not by trying to appease every single different group there is. No, it's a classic timeless story from the Grimm's brothers. Don't screw it up. You try to make a story about a woman who's trying to become a leader as her father destined. Create an original story. I see a lot of original movies where women play these leads. Like someone said that who's the original who played the lead? Someone said like Lawrence, I think Jennifer Lawrence played. She's the first woman to play a female lead in an action movie, and they said that's not it. It was Uma Thurman in I Kill Bill. She was the original lead. I'm gonna look and see if that's the case as well. It might be some of this, but I'm not 100% sure. What else? Oh yeah, Stephen A. Smith. He goes off the lady of the Cheesecake Factory, and this guy, he showed no mercy. The guy is a great speaker. He speaks what's on his mind, and once he lets people have it, get out of his way. He went after this woman about snubbing the Cheesecake Factory, and he let her have it. And you know how bad he hit her? He compared that woman to Respucia. Respucia from Norbert, really? Say that she had a bad chance getting married with her. I'm thinking, wow. Not ugly. That woman is not an ugly female, but 8, 9, 10. She's not. She's not ugly, but she knows Berry. Yeah, I'm thinking the Holly Berry turned down Cheesecake Factory. In fact, folks, if you know if Holly Berry loves Cheesecake Factory, please let me know. I'm begging you, please. Anybody who knows if Holly Berry loves Cheesecake Factory, I'm begging you people, please let me know. Seriously. Whew. What else? Oh, yeah. NBA legend Joe Smith finds out that his wife has an OnlyFans account. Here's the irony, though. If I saw the video correctly, she told him that he knew that she lived that lifestyle before. And he acknowledged it. So if you knew that she was this lifestyle before, dude, you gonna think she's gonna stop because you said so? Mm-mm. Another thing too, this man, I think, earned $61 million, but somehow through bad business, taxes, attorneys, stuff like that, and from divorce for his last wife, he only worth like $100,000. I think he has like a cushy job, so to speak, but 60 million, and I think he got 18 million from his whole career. Somebody should have been a mentor to this guy, and there should have been a financial advisor and a decent, lawyer to make sure he doesn't invest money the worst way. And I think that what really hurt him is his ex-wife. I don't know how much she got out of him, but she must have a good chunk of his money, which means somebody should have looked out for himself. Look, if you're going to marry this person, you're sure about that. And then he got hurt. I know he got hurt. And the reaction of the video, he was like really not happy about it. But if he knew his wife was doing stuff like that beforehand, why he shocked? Had he been taking care of business beforehand, it would never come down to it. But it's his life, what can I tell you? I'm going to end this with a really happy note. Because when this woman snubbed her nose to Cheesecake Factory, and I talked to a lot of guys. I was with some friends, in fact, earlier today, went to a wrestling show. And I said, yeah, they're like great thing for the Cheesecake Factory. And even they all say, like, yeah, stuff at the Cheesecake Factory is not cheap. It's not the same as going to McDonald's or Wendy's or Arby's. No, it's not cheap. It's not. It's not like your typical like chain restaurant that only like people who survive on food stamps could just go there. But no, if you go to the Cheesecake Factory, have a full-blown dinner, get ready to spend some coin. Other than that, though, folks, I think that's about it. It's like it's not the longest and all that. I'm probably going to came from Imagine Wrestling, which is from Altoona, Pennsylvania. Have fun with that. I had fun with that. I had a blast. And shout out to King Larry Stryker, main event, JJ. And which between like me, Larry, JJ, like we got 3 distinct nicknames. Like I'm the good. I'm the one who most likely to stay out of trouble. JJ's the cool, and Larry's the rude. Let's see if you see all 3 of us together, then you know what it is. We like our own millennial version of the good, bad, and ugly, except I'm the good, the cool, Larry's the rude. And it looks like this might be for now, though. I'm probably going to, like I said, this camera right here, that I got now is pretty good. I love the camera. I still going to do some experiments, see what I could do with it. But like I said, I tried to start podcasts not this week, but the following week. And it's gonna be tricky to pick what can I use, what can I do talk about, for the podcast. It's gonna be hard to pick a subject. But there's so many things I got to pick from. It's amazing. Last minute check, I'm at 466 subscribers. I'm only about 34 subscribers away to get a big 500. If I get that, that's great. But if you help me push past that, that'd be awesome. I might do some collaboration with Professional Wrestling Extreme Talk with JJ, Larry, and Jason. That'd be cool. If I even get a chance to talk to someone like Bubba Brewer, that'd be more astounding. I'd say it's kind of like kind of wishing upon a star type deal. If I get like one celebrity of any sort, could be a wrestler, could be a musical artist. There's one kind of think there's one musical act I like to talk to, at least on podcasts, and there's Ugly Money Nietzsche. I mean, this guy, the only thing you gotta know about this guy, he's not afraid to drop F-bombs. I mean, the guy drops so many F-bombs that even Hamas and ISIS are going like, what the heck? All seriousness though, like Ugly Money Nietzsche, I'd like to get a hold of him and have him on podcast. That'd be great because goddamn women try to defend like, oh, we can do what we want, blah, blah, blah. And the funny thing is, you modern women, you can't do what you want, and no one's going to stop you, by all means. But you can't do A through Z your way and say, like, okay, I'm finished being run through. I'm finished being traumatized. I finished having my life being treated like garbage. Have maybe 1-2 kids from 3 or 4 baby daddies. I'm ready to be wiped up. But from the top upper echelon male, these men going to look down at you and laugh hysterically. Like, that's not going to happen. Just saying. And trust me, Ugly Money Nietzsche will set you on fire with his words because you may not like it, but in the end, logic is still logic. Common sense is still common sense, and reason is still reason. All for nothing, folks. I think that's all I have for right now. I'm going to post up the links after this live streaming, and hopefully I see more of you guys next week. Till then,